Well, it kind of fell into my lap because an oil and vinegar shop opened across the street by a couple who are based on the Cape. And I went in as a customer, and I was soon to retire, and I kind of thought it would be a fun place to work part-time, give me something to do. So I offered that, ended up working there, and then when they decided that they were no longer that they were going to not renew their lease, and by then I had been kind of working there for a few years, they asked if I'd be interested in taking over the location. So it kind of fell in my lap in that way, because I hadn't really planned on being a business owner. But I liked the product very much. I'm a gardener and a cook, home cook, so the product was important to me, and I understood that it was also valued by this area, this community. So I decided to give it a go. It is primarily olive oils and balsamic vinegars, and high-end. I would just say they're pure. It's the pure product, and I have a single supplier, Veronica Foods. They're based in Oakland, California, and they've been in the industry for decades, and the family business. So they do all of the sourcing and the flavor infusions, and they also have been very involved in the whole truth and labeling and the ensuring that if you're purchasing an extra virgin olive oil, that it is indeed an extra virgin olive oil. They test the chemistry of the oil at the time of the crush, and then once again, when it arrives at their facility in Oakland, they test again. So they're basically ensuring that you're getting the best quality in the world. And for the olive oils, that means the freshest. So they source their oils from the Southern Hemisphere during their harvest season and the Northern Hemisphere during their harvest season. So it's sort of, you get around, in a year's time, you get 2 fresh sources based on the seasonality. The balsamic vinegars are all from Italy, from Modena, and the process there, unlike oils where the sooner you crush the better, and the shorter the life the better. The balsamic vinegars are aged for up to 18 years for our traditional dark balsamic vinegar, and all the others that are flavor infused are on a 12-year age base. And there, the aging process is the grapes. It's just, the balsamic vinegar is primarily just the Trebbiano grapes. And they're cooked into a must in the beginning, and then they're put into barrels made from different kinds of woods. So over the process of 12 years or 18 years, every couple of years it gets poured out of one barrel and mixed in with others into a different kind of wood barrel. So you're getting kind of that, the flavor comes from the grapes, the aging of the grapes, and the settling in these different wood barrels. There are times when I feel like we're a gift shop. So December is a very important month for the gift season, and November. And then during the rest of the year, there are little, times of gifts, end of the school year, teachers' gifts, a few holidays, food holidays especially, or Valentine's Day. But otherwise, it's really people who use this product at home. And so during COVID, interestingly, we never really had to shut down because we're a food product. The way we run the business is a little different. We're responding more to orders, either call-in orders, online orders, email orders. People have really embraced actually the ordering and the curbside pickup. It's very convenient, very quick, and it works. And a lot of people have been cooking more at home. And running out of things faster. So that has really sustained this shop. And the community is also, I think, very interested in supporting the local businesses, understanding that this is what makes the Wellesley and the square in particular one of the vibrant business shopping community centers. So we don't have as many customers in at a time. That's usually not an issue even before COVID, except for in December. And so people are, and one other feature of this store is that it's set up for tasting. And that's one way that people can learn about the product if you can, taste it first, especially if you're trying to pick an extra virgin olive oil, because they're all different. They have their different qualities, but you don't really know until you taste. So we are not doing any tasting and haven't been doing any tasting since last February. So that's one thing that really makes it a little more complicated to kind of decide what you want or what you like. I've been giving out a lot more of the sampler sizes because of that. So people, I've been offering out some of these in lieu of in-store tasting. I feel like this is a really valued product, and there has a really great, enthusiastic core group of people who really love the product themselves, and they like also to give it as gifts. And they really want a store like this to be here. So I would say I feel pretty good about the way the year has gone. Overall sales are off a bit, but it could be much worse. And our landlord has been, worked with us, and that's been very helpful, extremely helpful. So I'd say in general, I feel, optimistic, and I think that this, with or without me, this store will be here for a while.